Hello, welcome. Let us discuss and understand how you can analyze the thread dump and find the thread which is using a higher CPU. Let me open the IntelliJ IDE. I have created a sample program. I have opened the IntelliJ IDE. This is the sample program I have created to simulate the high CPU usage scenario. Here we are just doing a multiplication of the random number within the while loop. I will run this program and this program will be running in infinite loop, and while running this program we will take the thread dump and analyze the thread dump and find out which thread is using the higher CPU. This is a simple program to illustrate and make you understand how you can analyze the thread dump and find out the thread that is using the higher CPU. Let me run this program. The program is running now. Now I need to find the process ID for this particular program which is running, right? To find the process ID, we have a command ps-ef pipe symbol grep, and you can provide the name of this program, high CPU usage example. You can identify here 1536 is the process ID, or you can also open a visual VM which we have discussed earlier. Also we can use the visual VM which is a monitoring tool. Here high CPU usage example program that we are running, process ID is 1536. Now I can open the terminal. We can use the command to take a thread dump. We can also take a thread dump using this visual VM as well. Here if you go to the threads, you can capture the thread dump here. I will use the command to take a thread dump. Now I will use the jstack command to take a thread dump. jstack process ID is, here you can see 1536 and you provide the file name. I will say thread dump1.txt. There is some error. Okay, I have miswrote that symbol here. I need to provide this particular symbol here, this symbol, right? So now thread dump is taken. It is stored in, let us identify which is the present working directory. You can give a pwd. So it means in this particular directory this thread dump is saved. This is where the thread dump is saved. Let me open this thread dump. We need to analyze this thread dump to find out which is the process that is using the higher CPU. If you check here, you can find the thread ID for each thread, 11, service thread 12, right? Here you can see these are all daemon threads. A daemon thread is a type of thread which is managed by JVM. These daemon threads are used to perform the background tasks. For example, garbage collection, monitoring. These daemon threads do not prevent the JVM from exiting if there are no other threads running. These daemon threads will be running only when some user threads are running. Otherwise, JVM can exit the running. See, you can identify here CPU usage for each thread. CPU 0.19 millisecond, right? Here each thread it will provide the CPU time used by this particular thread. Like this, you can observe each thread what is the CPU time. Like this, if you start observing the CPU of each thread, you will be able to identify which thread is using the higher CPU. This elapsed time means it's a wall clock time. That's a real world time that is passed since the thread started running or entered its current state. This is the time used by this particular thread. This is the total time since the thread is in current state. If you observe here, each CPU time is in milliseconds here. This is also 0.03 millisecond. It means they are using very less CPU time. Like this, by looking at this thread name, you will be able to identify which is your thread. If you look here in our program, this is the name I have provided, my thread. This is thread number 21. It's a thread created by our application. This is the thread name, my thread. You can observe here. And this thread, if you observe here, it is taking this much of millisecond, 154,342 millisecond. If you observe the CPU for this my thread, that is the thread created by our application, this is consuming a lot of CPU. The CPU time consumed is almost equal to elapsed time. It means this process is continuously, it means this thread which is in runnable state, it is running and continuously consuming the CPU. If you observe other threads, you can see here 0.03 millisecond only it has taken. If you observe some other thread here, 229 millisecond. This is again 0.03 millisecond, 1.07 millisecond. It means this is the thread which is continuously using the CPU since the start, and this is the high CPU consuming thread. This thread need to be investigated by the development team. This is the line, that is the line number 8 in the code. You need to be investigated for any infinite loops or recursion or unoptimized logic. You can use the profiling tools such as Visual VM, JConsole to monitor the thread in real time. You can use the various monitoring tool and confirm the impact on the overall CPU usage. I can capture this thread dump using this Visual VM tool as well. You can click on thread dump. It has captured the thread dump. If you start looking here, you can analyze the thread dump. This is our thread, my thread. You can see here, out of 761 second that is elapsed. It means time since the thread started running, it has used the 757 millisecond. It means it is almost running continuously and it is using most of the CPU, right? And this is the line we need to investigate, right? Thread is in a runnable state. It means it's continuously running and CPU is high. In this way, you can identify the threads which are consuming the higher CPU, and you can provide these details to the development team for further troubleshooting and optimizing, so that they can identify whether there are any issues such as infinite loop, recursion and other issues, and they can optimize the code. In this way, you can analyze the thread dump and identify high CPU using threads. Thank you for watching.